So, but you have responded to a call at Hopewell Lake
This is a
Campground
public
before,
service.
right?
Yes, I have.
And did you arrest anybody?
No, I don't remember.
What were you called there for?
There's been some motor vehicle accidents, disorderly disturbance of a noise complaint. Other than that, I don't recall anything else.
Was Doug Downey the host at that time?
I'm unaware. No. Not
So
that I'm
you went
aware.
there for some calls but never arrested anybody. Is there a record of those calls?
Possibly, yes.
Okay. Are you aware that it's federal land?
I'm not aware of it.
You're not aware that Hopewell Lake Campground is owned by the United States Forest Service?
Only thing I'm aware of is that there's a proprietary jurisdiction that allows me to go on Hopewell Lake and enact state laws as well and enforce rules and regulations or anything criminal. Not rules and regulations.
What about federal laws?
But just state.
Just state laws, not federal?
I'm unaware. Just all I'm aware of is just state laws.
You're not aware if you enforce federal laws?
No.
Did you swear an oath to uphold federal laws?
I swear oath to uphold the duties and responsibilities as well as state laws
Of
of the state of New Mexico and the United States.
You swore an oath to uphold the laws of the federal government?
Not the federal government. No, I did not say that.
You said the United States.
Yes, the United States.
What are you referring to when you refer to the United States? What United States laws are you referring to that you swore an oath to uphold?
Your civil rights.
Those are not a law.
Oh, other than that, then no. I'm unaware of any federal laws that I uphold.
So you're unaware of any federal laws you uphold, and you're unaware that Hopewell Lake is federal property?
Correct.
Okay, I'm gonna pull up some exhibits here real fast. Let's see. Go to screen share. Okay. So we are going to, let's see. I'm gonna pull up the stuff this complaint you filed here. Did you fill this out, Mr. Moreno?
Yes.
You did, right? So
yes.
This was provided to me by the prosecution. Okay. This is the criminal complaint you turned in when you arrested me, and you turned it in when you arrested Mr. Myers, and you turned it into the. Can you read this right here? I don't know on your screen. What does it say right here? You can see the mouse.
Yeah. I swear and affirm under penalty of perjury that the facts set forth are true to the best of my information and belief. I understand that it is a criminal offense to subject to the penalty imprisonment to make false statement in a criminal complaint.
Is that your signature right under there?
Yes.
So you signed this document, right?
Yes.
Did you search Mr. Myers before you transported him from Hopewell Lake Campground?
No. Not that I'm aware of.
Did you fill this document out and sign it that says you did?
Correct.
And why did you do that? Why did you fill that out that you did search him if you didn't?
Because you just had Mr. Myers had shorts on that day. Other than that, I didn't inspect anything obstructing or outside of or coming out of his pockets.
So, again, I'm going to ask you, Mr. Moreno, did you search Mr. Myers prior to leaving the campground?
I'm unaware. I don't recall.
You don't recall the answer you just gave, or you don't recall if you searched him or not? Because if you don't recall, we can pull the video up.
Okay.
Do you need me to play the video?
I do not need you to play the video. No, sir.
Okay, so did you search Mr. Myers prior to leaving the campground or not?
I don't remember. No.
So that's the third different answer you've given now, sir. I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying? You are aware of your responsibilities in this. You can't plead the fifth.
No one's
This is not court. So you need to answer to the best of your abilities.
Best of my abilities, did a visual search. Other than that, not a physical search or pat.
Okay, so is it the policy of the New Mexico State Police to search detainees prior to transport?
Yes.
Okay, so did you follow New Mexico State Police policy?
I followed all my policy and regulations on completing the arrest, booking, situation that transpired during that day.
Okay, can we focus on one thing at a time though, sir? I don't want to get any, but did you, so initially I asked you if you searched Mr. Myers. You said no. I asked you again to clarify, and now you don't remember. So I'm just for the record. Did you search Mr. Myers prior to leaving Hopewell Lake Campground?
Not a physical search, no.
Is that required by New Mexico State Police policy?
Yes.
Did you fill this document out and sign it that indicates you searched Mr. Myers prior to transport?
From the document, what I'm reading, yes.
You did.
Yes.
Was that a mistake?
No, I wouldn't say it was a mistake. Due to the circumstance, and due to what transpired, only focus at that time was putting Mr. Myers in the back of my patrol vehicle for further escalation.
Okay, is that consistent with New Mexico State Police policy? Once you have somebody in handcuffs, couldn't that have endangered the paramedics or Officer Garcia when Mr. Myers arrived at the post?
So
what is
due
the
to the
policy?
totality of circumstance, I felt that it was best to put Mr. Myers in the rear passenger of my patrol vehicle, due to the irateness of the male subject at that time, and due to the resisting and arrest that Mr. Myers enacted that day. Again, the totality of the circumstance, it was my best judgment to put Mr. Myers in the rear patrol seat of my vehicle for further escalations and get him transported out. Other than that, I didn't do a physical search. I did a visual search. Didn't see anything inside Mr. Myers' pocket. He was wearing shorts. Other than that, anything that was possibly a physical object or a heavy object would have fell out of his pockets during what transpired.
So wouldn't you have checked the box marked no?
No.
If everything you just said was okay and everything you just said was an exception to the policy and you feel those were extenuating circumstances, wouldn't you just check no and then explain those circumstances later?
No.
So you would intentionally check yes even if you didn't search them?
Not intentionally, no, but at this time it was just my only focus was just getting Mr. Myers into the Rio Arriba County Detention Center.
Did you fill this report out at the campground as you were taking Mr. Myers into custody?
No.
You filled this out after?
After, yes.
So when you were filling this out, you weren't attempting to place Mr. Myers in the rear of your police car or restrain him or any of that?
Unsure of what you're asking me. Can you rephrase that?
When you were filling this report out, you indicated that it was after you placed Mr. Myers in jail.
Correct. No, not when I placed you in jail. No, or Mr. Myers.
So you did were you engaged physically with Mr. Myers while filling this out?
That'd be impossible, sir.
I'm just going by I'm just trying to follow up and develop what you said a little better, because you're indicating that the reason you intentionally put yes, even though you did not, is because you were caught up in the moment of detaining Mr. Myers and placing him in the back of your car.
No, that is not what I am trying to say.
Okay, let's move to something else for now. We can come back to this. Okay, so this is the complaint you filled out though, right? And you signed this?
That is going to be the initial.
That's your signature right there, right?
From what I can see, yeah.
Okay. We'll move to a different something else right now. So do you think do you think you followed the policy there correctly?
What policy? Is it displayed on
Of
your?
searching of the, do you believe you correctly followed the New Mexico state policy of searching someone, a detainee prior to transport? And do you feel you correctly filled the form out?
Correct. Yes, I do.
You do. Okay. How long have you been a police officer?
For approximately 1 year and 3 months.
1 year and 3 months. Have you ever arrested somebody other than Mr. Myers?
Yes, I have.
Have you ever arrested someone in public without a warrant in the state of New Mexico?
Yes, I have.
Was that for a felony or a misdemeanor?
Both.
So you have arrested people in New Mexico without a warrant for a misdemeanor in public?
Yes.
Have you ever used force during an
Yes, I
arrest?
have. Yes, I have.
For a misdemeanor in public without a warrant?
Public, as you're referring to, out in the open, park, gas station.
I'm referring to the public as it's referred to in the New Mexico laws that you swore an oath to uphold and you were trained on at the academy.
Would you give me the definition of what it states then, so I can get a better understanding? Public, I mean, if you're referring to public out in the open, sidewalk, park, gas station.
I'm referring to the legal definition of public as it's defined under New Mexico statute.
I have not that I can recall, no.
So other than Mr. Myers, you have not used force during a warrantless arrest for a misdemeanor in the state of New Mexico in public?
In public, no.
Okay. Did you arrest Mr. Myers on July 1st?
Yes, I did.
Did you arrest Mr. Myers for a misdemeanor crime without a warrant in public?
Yes.
So you're aware that what public is now?
Yes, yes, I do.
Is there anything you wish you would have handled differently that day?
No, I do not.
There's nothing you wish you handled differently on July 1st?
No, sir.
Have you ever arrested somebody for trespassing, criminal trespassing, 30-14-1C?
Yes, I have.
What are the elements of 30-14-1C?
Unwanted at a resident or place, or their permission to be on that area or in that area, or residence or land is revoked, which means
Okay, I'm gonna
away.
Can you narrow it down to the elements of 30-14-1C, which Mr. Myers is charged with specifically?
Can you go ahead and provide the exhibit so I can take a look at it?
I'm asking you.
I'm
asking you
I got
to tell me the elements of 30-14-1C, which you arrested Mr. Myers for that day.
That's going to be when their permission has been denied or taken back or withdrawn, and they've been asked to leave the property.
Which property?
Any property that is owned by someone. Or
is that what it says on 30-14-1C?
I don't know the complete verbatim of the state statute. I am just giving a brief synopsis of what it is.
Can you give me the verb? I'm not asking for a synopsis, because at this time you did detain and arrest Mr. Myers and file a criminal complaint under penalty of perjury. You filed a 30-14-1C. Okay, so I need you to tell me what the elements of that are, because you're going to tell me those were present when you detained Mr. Myers, right? So we'll get to that. First, we'll get to 30-14-1C. You signed this document, so you should know what you charged somebody with.
I did. I said criminal trespass.
But I'm asking you to give the elements of subset 30-14-1 subsection C, which is specifically what's alleged in the criminal complaint.
Yes, it's going to be there on the criminal complaint.
I know it's on there. I'm asking you to say it, the person who's in charge of enforcing it.
I don't know the complete verbatim of the criminal trespassing. I don't study and sit down and read a verbatim on the state statutes.
Do you enforce state statutes?
Yes, I do.
Is it your sworn duty to know what you're charging someone with before you charge them?
I do know what I'm charging with, but I don't know the verbatim of the state statute.
So you know there's a statute, but you just don't know what it says.
I know what it says, but I don't know the complete verbatim of what it says.
So prior to detaining Mr. Myers on July 1st, did you look the statute up and verify what 30-14-1C is?
Yes, I do. I not prior, but I have arrested people for criminal trespass.
No, I'm asking if on July 1st, prior to detaining Mr. Myers for criminal trespassing, did you, because you were unsure of the exact elements needed to prosecute, did you verify that prior to your interaction with Mr. Myers?
I was not sure of. Can you repeat that question?
Prior to detaining Mr. Myers on July 1st for 30-14-1C, did you verify, did you look it up, did you check with someone, did you inquire as to the elements of the charge you were about to detain Mr. Myers for? Did you inquire as to the legal standard needed to be met in order to detain and arrest somebody for that?
So I understood of what was told to me, that Mr. Myers' permissions to be on the land was withdrawn. He was asked to leave at that moment.
Mr. Moreno, excuse me, sir. I really need you to just answer the questions that are asked. If you're not sure, you don't have a direct answer, that's fine, but please don't give answers to questions that weren't asked.
I am giving you a question. I don't understand what type of response you are looking for. I don't know if you're looking for just a yes or no, or if you're looking for a statement.
That's the beauty of these depositions. You're free to answer in any way you want.
Oh,
so
I am.
So I'm asking you, let's try to really stay focused here so we can move this along. Can you just try to just give answers focused on the question? Okay, so on July 1st, prior to detaining Mr. Myers, prior to pulling up at the campsite and exiting your vehicle, did you verify, did you look it up, did you call somebody, did you go on your computer, on your phone, and look up the elements of 30-14-1C prior to that?
I didn't look up the elements. I did not call anyone. I was just going to a call and seeing what the call was about.
So you did not verify the legal standard of 30-14-1C prior to detaining Mr. Myers for that crime?
I did not call someone. I did not look anything up.
Okay, I'm gonna read you what elements of 30-14-1C are, okay?
Okay.
This is what you charge Mr. Myers with. The above named defendant did knowingly enter or remain at Hopewell campsite, land owned, operated, or controlled by the state of New Mexico, and permission had been denied to the defendant or withdrawn by the custodians of the land. Okay. So you gave a lot of different answers about trespassing, and there are multiple elements of trespassing, and you did refer to different ones. You know, there was some overlap there. But 30-14-1C specifically states that the person is on land owned, operated, and controlled by the state of New Mexico.
Correct.
Is Hopewell Lake Campground owned, operated, and controlled by the state of New Mexico?
We do enforce laws on there, yes.
Which laws?
Any laws that apply to the state or anything that the custodian wants to happen. or that happens on Hopewell Lake.
Who's the custodian at Hopewell Lake?
It's going to be Mr. Downey.
No, he's the host.
Yeah.
The custodian of the lands is who owns the lands and manages the lands. That's the United States Forest Service.
Okay, thank you for that.
Did you we'll get to that in a second. So prior to arresting Mr. Myers, did you verify that Hopewell Lake was owned by the state of New Mexico?
I did not.
Did you verify that Mr. Myers' permission had been denied by the custodian of the land?
Yes.
You did?
Through Mr. Downey, yes, who's going to be the camp host at that time. That is who was the supervisor.
Don't just no run on. Just answer well, trust me, I'm going to ask you every question under the sun. So you don't need to give answers to questions that haven't been asked prematurely. So just let the questions come to you. So you didn't verify anything, and you did, and it's your belief that the state of New Mexico owns that.
Technically, yes.
Yes, they own that?
I would say yes. Or I'm unsure, actually. Would say I'm unsure.
Which answer would you like to give for the record?
Unsure.
Unsure? Okay.
We're out here today to ensure our natural rights are respected by those who swore an oath to support, protect, and defend the rights of the people. The purpose of all interactions is to peacefully promote government accountability and transparency. Please like, share, and subscribe so this message can reach as many people as possible. I implore you to peacefully seek redress to any and all of your grievances. This is a public service.